Hey everybody, welcome back to Gideon Stuff. Today we're taking a look at the Bradford Guardian 3. This is really cool. Really cool knife, but this is actually probably going to be a pretty boring review because, spoiler alert, there's just a lot of good to go over here. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and start this review off. The blade length, how long do you guys think it's going to be? Give me a guess, come on. In the comments below, how long do you think this blade's going to be? Go ahead and take a little measure here. Oh look, 3 inches. Is anyone surprised? Is anyone surprised? You know, I wonder if that's why they call it the Guardian 3. I wonder, what a mystery. Alright, let's bring out our size comparisons. This is a fixed blade, as you can tell, but it's a small fixed blade. Definitely EDC size. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and do our full run of size comparisons. Where's my bug out? Oh, snap, I left in the other room. Alrighty, I'm back. I need to stop carrying my size comparison knives, right? Alright, there we go. And I'm just kidding. Fellow members of the use your shit community would climb all over me. And let's finish this off with our Civivis, because why the heck not? Very similar in size to the Elementum, and there's the Praxis. And I don't really have anything else that I want to compare this against. You know, actually maybe we'll bring out... Yeah, I've got this knife in just yesterday. This is the CJRB Hyperlight. Okay. So, this is the sheepfoot blade version. You can get all kinds of different blade shapes. This one is in N690. You can get all kinds of different blade steels. The handle's what they call their G wood, which is really cool, but there are a bunch of different handles you can get. This blade is stonewashed, beautiful stonewashed, but you can get all kinds of different finishes. So, I mean, these knives... You can find one that fits you perfectly, but there's the specs on this one. Here's the sheath, by the way, leather. And yeah, let's go ahead and go cut some stuff and talk about ergonomics and carry. Alrighty guys, we're here to talk about the Bradford Guardian 3. Really cool little fixed blade here. Super cool. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's talk about the ergos. Fantastic. This is probably the most comfortable small fixed blade I've ever put in my hand. The jimping is really good. You can see how fat that handle is, but I mean, man, that just tucks in my palm like a dream come true. Love it. Very, very comfortable there. You can get a lot of work done with this. I love this big, choil area here. Even though it's a small knife, I can get all 4 fingers on there. I mean, if you've got bigger hands than me, which a lot of people do, you might be slipping off there with the pinky, but I still think that the ergonomic lines are good enough to keep you locked in. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the carry. Let's tilt down for that. So, leather sheath. You can see it here. For me, this is the best way to carry it. The sheath is a little bit tight, and especially out of the box, it takes some breaking in, both to get on your belt and for the knife to slide in and out easy. But once it breaks in, it's very good. This, for me, I think is the best way to wear this knife. Any other way seems a little bit odd. This is actually my dad's knife, and I see him, the way he wears it is up here with the... Obviously, the way this is set up with the blade coming this way and the handle coming here so you can grab out like that. I don't really like that. I like this position better. If you're left-handed, you can actually get in there as well. So that's pretty good. But yeah, it's a very small fixed blade. Tucks away really well. I don't really notice it's there, hardly at all. So I like that. All right, let's go ahead and do some cutting. This is obviously the sheep's foot blade. It's an N690 steel. You can get these in all kinds of different steels, a bunch of different blade shapes. Thickness behind the edge is about 22 thousandths, so pretty good actually, not bad. We've got some old crusty cardboard here. Let's go ahead and get into that. The sheep's foot blade, this is my favorite type of sheep's foot, where it has a little bit of belly, and I love this blade shape. It's great for utility cuts, but it's also very, very good at doing pushes like that, or slices. There we go. Again, old crusty cardboard. All right, let's go ahead and do our rope pull. Whew, beautiful. Let's tilt down even more. There we go. Okay. Okay. You know what? That actually did really, really well for that type of blade shape. Usually sheepfoot, Warncliffe type blades are not good at the pushing, but that did actually pretty dang well. I'm impressed. All right. Oh, poor Mr. Noodle has almost been completely used. Let's go ahead and... Okay. All right, so... Whoa. That... Yeah, we're not going to do that. That was a little bit suggestive. So we did get nice thin cuts, and the grind and the geometry felt really good going through the noodle. However, the spine is kind of thick for such a short blade, and I definitely felt that. But overall, really good results, and I am perfectly happy with that. So, let's go ahead and get back to the table, shall we? All right, so let's go ahead and get into what I'm liking and not liking about the Bradford Guardian 3. Oh, but first, mucho gracias to my father for loaning this in. So, yes, thank you. All right, so, geez, where do I even start? First of all, you know what? Let's just start with something I already touched on. The sheer variety of versions that you can get this knife in. You will find one that suits your purpose 100%, and they all look great. Same thing I like, made in the USA. Woo! Go America! I always like to see that. I think that's really, really cool. Third, the ergonomics on this knife are pretty much perfect. I would, if I was stretching, I would say the jimping could come out just a hair further, but it's very good jimping. It's got a great texture. The ergos are just so good. What a treat. What a joy. The sharpening choil is excellent. The sharpening on this was excellent. This came hair splitting sharp. The fit and finish is really, really good. I love the stone washing on the blade. Overall, this knife is just one heck of a worker. It cuts good. It feels great in hand. It's easy to carry. Oh man, you just use this all day long. I love the profile of the handle. How it goes from, a little bit up here and then gets fatter. It just fits your hand so perfectly. As far as an EDC fixed blade goes, this is also just about the perfect size. I don't usually carry an EDC fixed... Well, I carry a fixed blade in the woods and stuff. It's kind of an EDC for me when I'm working in the woods. But, otherwise I don't really carry an EDC fixed blade. I would carry this. It's really, really nice. Love it. The sheath, also, it works fine. We'll talk about the sheath more in a little bit, but it works fine. It's real leather. The stitching is done, pretty well. And yeah, I think it's a pretty good sheath. I really don't know where else to go. It's a simple knife, but it's simple in all the right ways, and I love it for that. Just the fit and finish is excellent. The performance is excellent. It looks good. There's a multitude of different versions, so you can pick which one suits you best. And yeah, you know, blade steel, handle material, blade shape, blade finish. You can get whatever you want. So that's gonna wrap up the good. Moving on to what I don't like. I mean, it has these little snake bite bits, but that's, you know, if you want to swap out the scales, you have to take those off, but that's not a big deal. I'm sure you'll find a spanner bit that'll fit those just fine, so it doesn't really bother me that much. The lanyard hole does look kind of small for paracord, but I don't really use lanyards, so it's not really my problem. The next thing, the sheath took a little bit to break in. It's a little bit tight to get on belts and stuff, but you know, it does break in. When you pull it out, a lot of times you get little leathery pieces all over everything. Whoops, sorry about that, guys. But you know, that's not really a big deal. Overall, I really don't know what to say. Let's just go on to my final conclusions. My final conclusions are, this was a very short video. This is a very short review, especially for me, because this knife just does a lot right and not a whole lot wrong. Fixed blades are, you know, they're very simple compared to a folder, and so there's a lot less that can go wrong. But the things that can go wrong with a fixed blade, you know, the blade sucks, or especially the ergonomics don't work, you know, this knife nails it. The price on these, you know, it ranges depending on what materials you're getting, but I think they're priced very, very well. And I really like, look at that stone washing. It's a beautiful, beautiful stone washing. I love stone washings. I really don't have much else to say. Look, it's a simple knife. It cuts, and it cuts well. It feels good in your hand. And I'm sounding like a broken record because I'm just saying the same things over and over again. So, do I recommend it? Yes, I do, 100%. This might be the very best EDC fixed blade ever made. Should you get one? Yes. Yes, you should. Should I get one for myself? I'm thinking I should. Like, dang, this is a good knife. But, yeah. You know what? I don't have anything else to say, so I'll turn it over to you guys. Tell me in the comments below what you think. If you have one, you know, what do you think of it? Do you want one? Have I convinced you to get one? Do you hate it? Heck, if you have one and you hate it, let me know. I would be very interested to hear what you have to say. But, yeah. I've been Gideon. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Adios.